Guys, this is the Mi 10 Pro. I finally got it on my hands as this is supposed to be released last MWC 2020 last February, but due to something happening worldwide, it has to be cancelled and delayed until further notice until this April. But without further ado, I'm excited. I guess you are. Let's go ahead and unbox the Mi 10 Pro. We can see on the box, it's another black box. Unlike the Mi 10, it's a silver one, similar to that of the Mi 9. This time, the black box always is for something a little bit more special. So we can see the 10 logo here, the same as the Mi 10. The Pro version, 5G. Of course, the high-res audio and nothing else. No more fancy at the back. So let's go ahead and open the box. Upon opening the box, we have, well, a little case which contains the free case. We can see the SIM ejector pin, as well as the USB-C to audio adapter, warranty cards, and of course, the hard free case. This is something new. Unlike the Mi 9, it's a soft jelly case, and this time they give you a harder one, which is probably more durable than that of the Mi 9. So putting everything aside, here's the phone. Looks nice. Really, really nice. It really inherits the design of the Mi Note 10, which was released last year around October, and it has 5 cameras. This time they got back with 4. Before anything else, let's see the other things inside the box. We have here the USB-C cable and of course the 65 watt charger. It's huge, it's fast, really, really fast. What I can say about this phone is probably a little bit fraction larger than the Mi Note 10 and the Mi Note 10 Pro. I like the design. The back is quite matte finish, unlike the Mi 10, which is quite still shiny, glossy, and fingerprint magnet. This one, you can see, I tried to put some fingerprint. Okay, so there's no fingerprint happening here, which is good. I can use this with or without any protection case, which I really hate fingerprints on the back of my phone, so this is probably a good match for me. Taking a good look at the phone, on top we have a speaker grill. This is for the stereo, which Xiaomi is proud about. Then we have the IR and of course the noise cancellation mic. On the sides we have the power button and of course your volume rocker. At the bottom, we have the loudspeaker, the microphone in, the USB Type-C charging port, and of course, your SIM card tray. For the China edition, it sports 2 nano SIM, but for the global edition, it sports 1 nano SIM. And on the other side, it's clean, just like the Mi Note 10. Up front, we have the punch hole front camera on the upper left of the screen. At the back, we have 4 cameras. Of course, Xiaomi boasting the 108 MP camera, which tops the DxO mark with 124 points, which currently just got unloaded by the Huawei P40 Pro. Now so I'll be booting the phone up for the first time. Let's check. So there's the Mi logo here. And later we'll see the 5G icon flashed on the screen, which is something new, something refreshing. It boots up pretty fast. For a Snapdragon 865, it's really blazing fast. So we have a 6.67 AMOLED screen with 90 Hz refresh rate and 180 touch sensing, HDR10, and of course a good experience. The screen is really nice. I really like it. And to be honest with you, from coming off from the Mi Note 10 and coming off from the Mi 9, it really is something. The protection on the front is definitely a Corning Gorilla Glass 5, which is definitely a downgrade from the Mi 9's Corning Gorilla Glass 6, which I think they should have carried on the Corning Gorilla Glass 6 protection on the Mi 10. Checking the screen, definitely the display is really nice, really immersive when it comes to gaming. I can say the display is really one of a kind. As you scroll left and right, you can see there's definitely no lags. I love the display, to be honest with you, especially the curved edges on the sides. At first, I really wasn't excited about the curved edges on the Mi Note 10, but as I use it every day, daily, as my daily driver, I kind of like it because swiping from left to right and right to left is quite seamless and smooth thanks to the curved edge design. So let's go on to the Antutu benchmark. Xiaomi isn't lying if it said it has achieved 602,000 points. Me, myself, out of the box, I got 600,743 points, which is quite impressive. Haven't really tested any Snapdragon 865 with this point, not even a Black Shark 3, not even the Mi 10, and some other brands. So let me show you the points breakdown. So CPU 182,000 points, GPU 225,000 points, memory 104,000 points, UX 88,000 points, which is all scores are really jaw-dropping, and I can say it's really blazing fast. Coupled with the DDR5, which is the latest technology for memories inside the phone, it is faster. Coupled also with the UFS 3.0, reading and writing on the phone storage definitely is faster. So Xiaomi has boasted that this phone can be charged from 0 to 100 in 45 minutes, given that it can take in 50 watts of fast charging, 30 watts of wireless charging, and 10 watts of reverse charging. I can say I have tried it myself. I have charged the phone from 18 to 100 using the stock charger, 65 watts charger, and of course the stock cable. I have achieved 51 minutes from 18 to 100, which is quite almost as good as the one tested in the lab. Of course, due to some electricity fluctuation, we can't expect that we can charge it as fast as the one tested in the lab, but almost there. Right now, let me walk you through iTutu benchmark. Xiaomi said that the AI is on its 5th generation for the Snapdragon 865. But for me, looking at the iTutu benchmark, it got 462,000 points, not a question. But the accuracy, 22,908, is something that I am still suspicious of. The Mi 9 previously achieved roughly at 21,000 points. Thanks to the new AI technology on this phone, it hasn't really improved a lot since it just garnered 1,000 points more than the Mi 9. And yeah, I guess it still has to improve. Moving on, checking the 3D mark, the results are really jaw-dropping. Roughly 7,000 points from the Slingshot Extreme, and for sure, this is something that Xiaomi will boast about in the Mi 10 Pro. Showing you some points from the Geekbench, we have 845 single core points and 2,619 multi-core points. Okay, taking a quick look at the PC Mark test, we tried our best to do battery stress test on this one, but it fails every time. Roughly, we tried it for 10 times, it fails 10 times. If I'm correct, roughly it should be within 14 hours. Roughly something the same as the Mi 10, since it's a Snapdragon 865. The only upgrades that I see is on the camera and nothing much. So battery should be running at around 14 hours, which can last you through a day without charging, on a normal usage, of course. So we have already touched much of the benchmark. Now let's go to the exciting part, which is walking you through game turbo mode. Right now, we're going to play some games. Mobile Legend. Can see that Mobile Legend, no doubt, it's really a good experience, and it can of course give you the highest setting out of the box. And of course, right now, let me walk you through Call of Duty. The same high settings, everything's really awesome. And what more can I say? It's really giving you an immersive experience, especially with the stereo sound. It's really one of a hell experience for playing on this phone. Now everybody's under quarantine at home, you and me, nobody's exempted. So after playing some games for roughly 30 minutes, I don't really feel the phone is warm, unlike the Mi Note 10, which is quite warm after playing for 30 minutes. This one has the VC liquid cooling system, which can drop the temperature from the core but by at least 10.5 degrees Celsius, which is a big help to reduce heat on the back of the phone. Xiaomi has also equipped the new Wi-Fi 6 technology inside and the multi-link, which you can use the old Wi-Fi system and together with the Wi-Fi 6 and of course your mobile data, combining all of them, it'll give you a really good and seamless network connection experience. I think they will offset for each other, whichever is best. With the AI system inside this phone, I think mobile browsing is not a problem on this phone. Let me walk you through the 4 cameras on this phone. On the first one, it's the 8MP 10 times hybrid zoom lens. The second one is definitely the 12 megapixel portrait camera. This small one is a sensor, autofocus laser sensor. The third lens is definitely the 108MP ultra clear primary camera sensor. And the last one is the 20 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. And together with the triple LED flash, I tell you, the camera is definitely worth mentioning. So let me show you some shots that I've taken. Even though that we are on a quarantine, I was able to take some shots on nearby vicinity. Not much as I normally used to show you, but this time around, we can see that the 10 times zoom is very clear. Look at this cell site. Now, of course, broad daylight shots are definitely crisp and clear. Now, taking some greens, showing you some green leaves. Giving you some food shots, you can see it's really looking yummy. I can say that the Mi 10 Pro has exceeded my expectation since I was really blown away by the picture quality of the Mi Note 10. But this time, it's different. It's really better. I wish I can show you some 8K videos, but too bad I cannot render it on a YouTube. But I can tell you it's really almost like the real thing. Taking some shots inside the grocery, which everybody would go to this quarantine period. Some vegetables, some fruits. It's definitely good. Now let me show you some selfie cameras. By the way, it's a 20 MP front camera for the Mi 10 Pro. You can see the shots are clear. Yeah, even that I'm wearing a mask, the face detect really works quite well. Let me show you some videos that I've taken outside the grocery, and it's really nice. You can say that it can help you take some cinematic video using this phone, especially using that 8K. It's really nice. If you can maximize the camera using the settings, it's really nice. I can say that the videos on the front and on the back are quite stable, especially at the rear one. It's really not shaky. Even that I'm using my bare hands to take all these videos, it's really stable. I really recommend this as a good alternative for vlogging. You can get some cinematic videos out of this phone if you know how to use it properly. I tell you, the experience is really great. So let me show you some videos I've taken using the rear camera. You can see upon every step, I could hardly tell that I'm walking using just my bare hand. It feels like I'm having a gimbal on this video shot, but in actual, I'm just using my bare hands. Of course, during the quarantine, how can you use a gimbal showing everybody you're not in a hurry, taking your time, taking your videos? No, I have to be in a hurry. Showing some videos using the front camera, yeah, panning through left and right, up and down, it's still very stable. I can say the front camera is quite good on this phone. So we have come down to our final conclusion on this phone. Really, I'm really amazed with this phone. Mi 10 Pro is really something that you should consider if you want to buy a phone. But as soon as Xiaomi announced the price that it would start at 999 euro, I kind of tell myself, why Xiaomi? Why is it so expensive? Xiaomi is known for their jaw-dropping price with the ultra high-end specs inside their phone. But with the Mi 10 Pro, I don't think it's the same this year. Sometimes you could wonder, hey, do you want to purchase a 1,000 euro phone on a brand like Xiaomi? Or would you rather go for some other more popular brands like Samsung, Huawei, or iPhone? It's up to you to decide. But for me, the specs inside, but the price isn't really that enticing for me. I'm not sure with the plans of Xiaomi. Are they really catching up with Samsung and Apple? They are now on the top 3 most popular smartphones in the world, of course, next to Apple and Samsung. Xiaomi has made a name for themselves, but with the price, I'm not so sure. What do you think? Drop me a comment below if you think you'll be purchasing this phone for 999 euros and up, or would you rather buy the Mi 10, which is 200 euro cheaper than the Mi 10 Pro? Share me your thoughts, and I'm Mitch002 of Xiaomi Review. I hope to see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell icon so you don't miss any of my videos. Stay home and stay safe. See you in my next video.